Hello, I'm Mike Gordon, and welcome back to my perfect playthrough of
Crash Bandicoot Warped!
last time. We cleared the 4th warp room, and we obtained more than 20 relics, which is enough to access Future Frenzy's level 29 Future Frenzy. So that way we can have both gems on our and the crystal on our very first go around. And oh yeah, we got all the gems, crystals, including the blue gem, and the platinum, and all the platinum relics, including the one from Tell No Tales. Seeks and Ears done. Bye Bye Blimp's done. Tell No Tales is done, thank God. Future Frenzy's done. And Tomb Leader's done. And of course we defeat Engine. So now to take on the 5th warp and final warp room. This is the penultimate episode. We have 20 crystals, all the power-ups. Well, we're not supposed to have the range shoes yet. 31 of 44 gems, 22 of 30 platinum relics. Yeah, this is the penultimate episode. So, what are the levels? Gone Tomorrow requires the green gem. Orange Asphalt, one of the toughest levels remaining. Flame Passion has the green gem. Mad Bombers, another pretty tough level. And Bug Light. Honestly, I want to start with Flame Passion, and ideally I want to carry my Aku Aku masks all throughout the 5th warp room. As such, I'm going to just actually go against conventional wisdom this time and save the vehicle levels for last. Hope this doesn't bite me in the rear. Now, the reason why I'm doing this, spoiler alert, but Aku Aku will not be available, as we won't be able to carry an Aku Aku mask into the final battle against Cortex. He will be occupied dealing with Uka Uka throughout that entire fight. So this is going to be our 3rd and final proper death route. Technically, there's also the gem routes and the secret routes from the alternate routes from inside the secret warp room, but this is the last time we have to go through a death route where the main objective is not to die. Yeah, we're way too far away to grab that. Just making sure that we have a clear path. This is also one of the easier levels to get a platinum relic in the game, probably because you're supposed to get the range shoes in this warp room. So all the platinum relics in the 5th warp room, at least all the ones that you run on foot, are relatively easy. They're not the easiest platinums to get, not by a long shot, but they're pretty easy as far as platinum goes. I'd say top 10 easy. Definitely the upper half, to say the least. The vehicle levels, on the other hand, Orange Asphalt, Mad Bombers, those are some of the most difficult platinum relics in the game to get. They're not as hard, granted, they're not as hard as, yeah, I had to dodge that. I don't know if that's a Jeff. I would not be surprised. Pretty much every human antagonist we have to face is a Jeff. However, he or she is completely cloaked in a veil, so there's no way to tell. So I needed to take out those boxes over there because the death route will take us right over there. Making my job easier with the bazooka. So this is the second time we will be making use of those steel crates for checkpoints. We normally avoid those like the plague. And I screwed that up. Alright, took that guy out properly this time. Alright, blew those, I guess, Jeff's out. Oh, that's I barely dodged that. Alright, green gem's mine. And it's also worth noting you have to do this level before you do Bud Light or Gaunt Tomorrow, because both of them are death routes that require the appropriate color gems. Gaunt Tomorrow requires the green gem to access the death route, which also allows us to get the box gem. Bud Light requires all 5 color gems to get to the end. It looks like we've got just about everything here. Still too far away to reach with the bazooka. Okay. Oh, alright, we already got the checkpoint, the bonus round there, the green gems and the crystal. We just need to complete this bonus round. There's no nitro exploding crates. There's no nitro explanation crate in this level. These are literally the only what you see here are literally the only nitro boxes of the level. And for this section, I'm just gonna use the bazooka and skip through all of this. It's gonna be pretty much impossible to break those boxes without the bazooka anyways. Basically, the game's teaching you to use the bazooka. And with that, we are now we topped ourselves back up to max lives. There's just 3 more boxes to go and 1 more enemy to kill. Now, this is still gonna be a fairly now, to be fair, I would say this is the toughest of the 3 levels that you have to complete on foot as far as Platinum Relics goes. Because it is... Actually, no, that's not true. Gaunt Tomorrow is harder. This one is probably second easiest. Third, dead in the middle in this warp room is Gaunt Tomorrow. And the easiest is Bug Light. Keep in mind, the bike levels have don't have any RNG at all. Everything's in a fixed order. Mad Bombers has a little bit of RNG with all the jet bombers, especially given just how psychotic they are. So I went over and saved my game. So I need to go for the Platinum Relic. This seems like a super strict, super stringent time, but unfortunately, we need to carry an Aku Aku mask till the very end. So this Jeff over there is going to be key to let me know where we're at in terms of RNG. I do know that this is actually the best RNG you can get in this level, so everything else is based on execution. If If I do well enough, I could even theoretically get the developer time. It's probably one of the easier developer times to get. At least in theory, there's really no such thing as an easy developer time. I still have no idea what tricks the developers actually at Naughty Dog had in mind when they actually complete this. So, invincibility. I do the super tourist spin for safety's sake. And that one's out of necessity. Alright, we completely missed the bet on the developer time. So, it's not the right RNG. It's pretty close. I mean, look how easily I was able to get the Platinum Relic. It took me about 7 tries to get that. So, yeah, kind of hard. So, yeah, it's still kind of tricky, but not too difficult. It's definitely the easiest of the Arabian levels to get the Platinum in. Apologies, for whatever reason, I never bothered editing this save out. And I don't know why. I just skipped that because I want to keep the video flowing, but, you know, post-production, this didn't happen. So the next level I'm going to do is Gone Tomorrow. It is the harder of the 2 levels between it and Bud Light. It is actually dead in the middle, dead set in the middle between the 5 stages in this warp room. Again, I do think the vehicle levels are harder. So if the RNG is completely fixed in the bike levels, why is the Platinum Relic harder than, say, Gone Tomorrow? The reason why, well, just because the RNG is fixed does not make the level Orange Asphalt easy. It's actually one of the hardest levels to get both the gem and crystal in at the same time, as it is entirely dependent on your overall skill. And that difficulty does carry over into the Platinum Relic as well. Though it doesn't, even though they are not necessarily a 1-for-1, I do not want to break this. Do not break this crate because we need to come back here. Alright, let's take out these orbiters. Obviously, the futuristic levels are going to be pretty tough to get the Platinum in. Doing the Tornado Spin for safety. Luckily, we only have to backtrack here to break these crates. And as I said, we want to carry these masks all throughout the on-foot levels, so to speak. Alright, oh, I blew that. Alright, this is another one where I want to skip these boxes because we need to blow up the crates underneath as well. Take out the Jeff saucer. And yes, this level definitely asks you to use the bazooka to clear the bonus stage again. To clear all those nitros. It's kind of interesting. These are the only levels that don't put up the signs telling you which ability to use. The expectation is to simply use the bazooka to clear those out. Let's take out this thing out. Just to clear out these enemies. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that for later. Time to take on the death route. And where a good chunk of our remaining boxes will reside. Still too far away to hit this saucer. Alright, time to take this thing out. Yeah, you can also take those out with the bazooka, but because we're on a moving platform, I chose to just spin them. It's generally easier and faster to do it that way. I got the gem. And now we've opened up all... And now we freed up those boxes that we couldn't break earlier. So let's go ahead and break them now. Luckily, just this one here and a couple others a little further down in the stage. We don't have to backtrack. Actually, the green gem path literally takes us back. So it saves us a lot of trouble. And if it turns out I could have just used the bazooka to take those crates out. Even though there's steel crates directly in my way, I could have just done that. It's kind of funny in a way. Alright, just 6 more boxes to go and we're completely done with well, we're not completely done. We'll be done. We will have our dick and balls ready. That's what. Took out the Jeff. There's all that spiky enemy thing. Well, we just have to survive this last obstacle, and the box and our dick and balls is ours. There we go, our dick and balls. Brought back our dick and balls. Now we just need to get the Platinum Relic and gone tomorrow. Ugh, those feature level... The times are generous, but there's so much RNG you have to take into consideration. But if you get things going your way, A, the gold relic is gonna be pretty easy with everything going your way. B, the platinum relic could be beaten pretty easily when things go your way. Just busy taking out the Jeff. Just skipping ahead to my penultimate attempt. Lost the mask, so I gotta start over. I need to carry the invincibility. craziest thing, I don't even think I ever got the RNG for this. We need to go right around this thing. These hitboxes for those obstacles are really massive. Alright, missed a 1 second box, so yeah. I think I can afford to miss the 1 second box because, yeah, again, the time here is pretty generous. Yeah, so jumping, I just decided I'll run right on top of that box and then jump off of that. Took the entire length of the side-scrolling section to get through it. Again, I do think with slightly friendlier RNG, I probably would have been able to get the. I don't know. That's barely a Platinum Relic. By less than a second. Just under a second, but still, pretty barely. But now we get to take on probably the easiest of the levels of the Platinum Relics in the Warp Room. Well, not that one. Bug Lite. But first we need to get my final set of Dick and Balls in the entire game. Again, there's a death route that requires all 5 colored gems to access. Thankfully, there are no steel crated checkpoints in this one. It's not and it's not all that difficult to complete either. A lot of these maps all throughout, we will be good. So I take out this checkpoint. You want to hug the walls, but make sure to break all the boxes. The best part with the invincibility is that those doors stay open. Stupid Firefly didn't cut. It didn't catch with the Firefly, so yeah, I'm late for this door. It's not too bad because we're not going for this yet. Just get this checkpoint and then backpedal here. It's perfectly safe backtracking there, so don't worry about the dark or anything like that. This section right here is definitely the most dangerous section in this Skull and Crossbones, because it is very difficult to avoid those traps. In stark contrast, these traps are fairly easy to get around. You just have to blow up all the nitros and clear a path for yourself. You can literally walk between those floor spears. Right between those spears and not getting hit. You know, don't worry, you don't have to worry about backtracking for the box gem. We can literally suicide after this. This is because this level, the only level in the entire game where the bazooka is mandatory to gain the box gem is Flaming Passion. It's the only one that's mandatory. Oh yeah, and Gone Tomorrow. It's not mandatory for Bug Life. But the only reason why it's mandatory for those 2 levels is mainly the special stage, the bonus rounds. And there you are, the last gem path in the game. Takes us straight to the secret gem. Just have to ride this platform back down, and that's a suicide. And don't worry, you get another 7 invincibility for us. With the right shoes, we can just blast through this section. No problemo. Oh, it actually held. We actually got the Firefly here. Now for the bonus round. Admittedly, this is probably not the strategy I would recommend you do. I would have jumped over that Firefly because it's the only one until you get to the very end of the stage. Because now we have to do everything the hard way. They're completely in dark, but we can still use our bazooka to... Alright, just need to feel around. Alright, the bazooka let me know where to slide to jump. And luckily, we also got all the boxes in this route as well. I'm gonna take out this Mummy Jeff. And the snakes. Don't forget about those snakes. There we go. Our final set of Dickin' Balls in Crash Bandicoot Warped. From now on, it's either gonna be 1 gem on Crystal, 1 gem, or 2 gems. That's it. At least for this warp room, all we have are the 2 vehicle levels, and that's it. Alright, and of course the Platinum Relic. We should not forget about the Platinum Relic in Bug Light. It's one of the easier Platinums in the entire game. Super generous times. Might even be one of the easiest, might even be a contender for easiest developer time to beat in the entire game. I don't know. But I want a suicide in here. And yeah, the door slam shot me just as I got hit. Gotta restart. That was the penultimate attempt. Now this is the attempt where I actually do get the Platinum Relic. Alright, all I really have... So the RNG is all based on when these doors are open or shut. Or how long we have to wait for the doors to reopen. That door that wasn't the one we had to worry about being... It was the other one that we just passed. So, okay, so I'm gonna tell you something. At this point in my playthrough, I started getting cramps in my hands because this is a very tough game, and it's wears on your thumbs and your wrists quite terribly. I decided to take the damage sponge so I could keep that door open. That was my objective. At this point, we don't have to worry about keeping the masks at all. Our one objective is getting to the very end. I double checked to make sure I got the platinum, and I did. Rather handily. RNG and performance overall probably could have been a little better, but I got what I wanted out of this. Maybe there was a way to go a little faster, but I wouldn't know. Just fast enough to make it to the very end. But now, okay, now that's no longer too soon. We are now ready to take on the vehicle levels. Orange Asphalt is probably the hardest level to get the crystal to complete.
Crash, Coco, remember, it is not only Dr. Cortex that we battle. Beware of Uka Uka, my children. He is a far more dangerous enemy than anyone can imagine.
And Coco's not, and Aku Aku's not exaggerating. Spoiler, I basically am just splicing this section in because this took so many attempts just to get the box gem and the crystal. It's very easy to miss a box while going for the crystal. And unlike Road Crash, not every box in the stage is yellow. Actually, there aren't that many yellow boxes at all in this level. So, if I'm going to get the gem, I might as well get alongside the crystal rather than put it off for later. And the hard part is just trying to remember where all the boxes are, and so you don't end up passing them. This is gonna be painful to do once we get to Area 51. No, when we get to the final proper episode of Crash Warped, I am not going to attempt to get both gems and the Platinum Relic in one go. I'm actually going to split up my tasks for those 4 Rings of Power in Area 51. Those levels require absolute peak perfection to get them all in one sitting. I literally took that ramp just so I could get that box. And then you have to guess which ramp to take. And okay. And it looks like it actually I did this on my first try. I didn't. I actually spliced in my successful attempt. I had to exit and re-enter the level. The ability to restart the level does not become available until you begin time trial mode. And guess what? To access time trial mode and aim for the relic, there must not be any crystal account of the crystal in that stage, if there is one, must already be accounted for. Now the difficulty between Platinum Relic in this level and getting the gem and crystal is different beasts. Basically, the objective is to hold on to our boosters for as long as possible, not to drive off-road if it can be helped, and don't run into anyone or anything. And of course, grab the yellow boxes whenever you can. So I have to make this turn here, and I have to slow down here so I can make the super. That is not enough for me to rage quit because I only drove off the track for like a split second. to take that ramp just to make it to the other side, so... As I said, the RNG in these race levels are fixed. So you don't have to worry about RNG manipulation. However, you do need... These are just orange boxes, so I'm not using the ramp. I probably let go a little too soon. And that might actually cost me the developer time. And that one actually stores us a bit to the left, so I have to be able to... Trying to nail this section and keep that one going is very difficult. So no developer time here, but we still have a shot at platinum. Can we get there? It's gonna be really close. Barely made it. Wow, skin of my teeth, I got the Platinum Relic. If I was about a few frames away, just a few more frames, and I would have wound up getting the gold instead. Wowzers. Anyways, I'll take it. I'll take it. 20 milliseconds, I'll take it. Yeah, this is gonna be the last level before we end up unlocking Dr. Cortex, which means we won't be able to get the Platinum Relic until we take care of him first. Now, if you thought the Jeff bombers and Bye Bye Bimplint were insane, this is so even though there's only 2 of them this time as opposed to 3. They are far more psychotic than they were in Bye Bye Blimp. They are relentless. Something else worth knowing too is that unlike before, this is the only instance where a level theme that was previously commandeered by Coco is now being commandeered by Crash Bandicoot. I have no idea why they made the pivot from Coco to Crash after the engine fight, but whatever. Now, I will say these big planes, these bomber planes that we have to shoot down, these 5, even though they're moving around a lot, it is a fixed RNG. It just doesn't look like it, so it could throw you off. It actually makes getting the platinum in this level a lot more challenging since you're dealing with a moving target this time. As well as 2 psychotic Jeffs just hell-bent on killing you. Make sure you're not facing them, and if you are, shoot them. Shoot them down because they are not gonna... As soon as they appear on screen, usually they have to face you and you face them, but as soon as you're facing them and they are actually anywhere in your general direction, they will go scorched earth, got the box gem, and will do whatever it takes to kill you. So I'm gonna swarm around, just throw them off because they can't shoot you. They won't shoot you if they're not on screen, and they won't be able to shoot you until they turn. And even when they're on screen, they won't be able to shoot you until they are facing you. Even if it's off up to the corner or they're off to the side. Good, I got the crystal. The gem and the crystal, we are done with Mad Bombers, at least for now. I will have to save the Platinum Relic for next time, though, because just like in before, once I defeat Dr. Cortex, the credits will roll. I will get the Platinum Relic next time for Mad Bombers, as well as complete the secret warp room and have the remaining gems and relics next time.
I'm sorry. This is the part where I'm supposed to be angry, full of rage, incensed beyond belief. Once again, you have outsmarted and outspun my best henchman. I should be rather upset, shouldn't I?
And in fact, we're furious! But it seems you have overlooked one small detail, you little orange delivery boy. Now that you have gathered all the crystals, all we have to do is take them from you!
And as a reminder, I'll just let this play out.
Crash Bandicoot for the last time! Give the crystals to me!
So as a reminder, I would recommend doing all the stages that require Aku Aku before doing this stage. Before doing Orange Asphalt Mad Bombers, because from this point forward, we will no longer have access to Aku Aku or his mask. He is completely occupied with dealing with Uka Uka, so he won't be able to protect us directly. So really, our job is to take care of Cortex, and we have to YOLO this, no matter what. So where is this place exactly? It's basically the ruins where Uka Uka was trapped. That was actually turned into a makeshift time machine by Entropy. The N in Cortex's name stands for Neo, and the N in Tropy's name is Nefarious. The N in Brio's name, even though Brio is not in this game, stands for Nitrous Brio. I don't know what the N in Engine stands for. I think it's just a pun. So my key is to just go to the center of the field so they can just blow up the mines near Cortex, and that's it. And if you defeated Cortex without the demo glitch, you would unlock the running shoes here and be able to get the Platinum Relics more easily. But this is it. But I already did the demo glitch.
Defeated again? This is not fair! Maybe I should retire to a nice big beach with a nice big drink and a woman with nice big bags of eyes for my head.
It's not over, Bandicoot. There are still the gems. We still have a chance to triumph.
So yeah, we are still not done. We still have the Platinum Relic and Mad Bombers, and we still have the remaining gems and relics in the Secret Warp Room. 5 gems in the Secret Warp Room, plus 3 relics, not counting the one in Mad Bombers. And oh yeah, there's a secret gem that you get from Coco as well that we need to get. You get that by getting all relics at gold or higher quality. And my aim is Platinum Relics all throughout. So there you go. Now technically you only need 100% completion to get the true ending, but I'm gonna go for 105% with all Platinums. I think the only task that's even harder than that is getting 105% with all developer times conquered. It's damn near impossible to beat the developer times. You won't know what those developer times are normally until you get the true ending. So yeah, that's basically nuts and bolts for this stage. I will be sure to save my game off screen, and until next time, wait a minute, we still have a minute? Really? We still have a minute of... And these credits last a while. At least I just have to keep track of the time, so I know, okay, this is what I need to do. So my I think, the remaining relics are definitely not going to be easy to get. Only one of them is kind of easy. The rest are really, 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 really hard. And again, I'm not going to get both gems and both Platinum Relics in one go. But I will go for 105% next time. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Greatly appreciate it. With all the way, this is Mike Gordon. Sign out.